My name is Liliana Benavidez, and I'm a hospitality management major. For me, I think pursuing a master's degree was something I always wanted to do. When I graduated from undergrad in 2020, I knew it was something I wanted to do, like I said, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to focus on and where I wanted to get it at. So it took me about 3 years to finally decide, okay, this is what I want to study. Now let me choose a program. And so with that, there was also me trying to decide, do I want to move from my hometown or do I want to do something here? So it was a really long journey of exploring what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, until finally I just decided, okay, I'm gonna explore an online program so that I don't have to deal with any expenses moving away. And I'll just, since I had a lot of free time, I feel after work, I was like, let me look into doing something online and devoting time to that. And so I think it was like within a week, I looked at online programs and I decided I do want to pursue hospitality. And so I focused on that and I looked into Texas Tech and UNT. And so they had 100% online programs. So I was able to narrow down between the two, and what I looked at was the classes and the focuses between the two, and I really liked more of what UNT had to offer as far as like the classes and the scope of everything. And so that's why I decided to go with UNT. And I'm really happy I did because I've enjoyed it so much, and I really, really like it, and it's very flexible. And I'm sure we'll get into that, but yeah. The program is not only helping me further my education and maybe look a little more, I guess, like a better candidate for jobs, but as well as I'm getting more. To me, I feel like hospitality is something that you can learn. It's not just like customer service, but there's also the other side of it, like the science behind of it. And for me, I feel like I really wanted to learn not only the hands-on experience that I have with hospitality, but just again, like the science, the reading, everything about that with hospitality. And so I really like that I've been able to take classes that are specific to, for example, right now I'm in food and, or it's like hotel and restaurant operations. And so I'm learning a lot about things that you see in day-to-day, things that you learn with hands-on again, but there's also just like methods and research and all of that behind it. And so to answer your question, I just think it broadens, or it like expands my knowledge further than the hands-on that I've gotten and the day-to-day things I've seen in hospitality. So that's what I really enjoy about it and have learned from it so far. Right now I don't know. I've been thinking maybe being like a sales director in a hotel or a marketing director for a restaurant. But when I went to orientation in January, I did decide to go in person. And so I got to meet all of the faculty and professors, and there's so much more than just hotel and restaurant work. And so I'm extremely open to what other options there might be. So yeah, I mean, that's right now what I'm thinking of, but I do know there's so much more to it in hospitality, so I'm excited to where I could go. I think Dr. Han Wen, she's I think ever since we first met, so we were emailing maybe for a few days before orientation, and she was super helpful. Dr. Wen and Dr. Lung. When I met Dr. Wen in person, I feel like we instantly like clicked. I was able to talk to her and get to know her, and then she got to know a little bit about me too. And to even the second time we saw each other at orientation, I don't know, I just like, she was like, hi, like she greeted me with a hug instead of just like very professional. I mean, not that it wasn't professional to greet with a hug, but it was just a very instant like connection. And even after that, in that we've been online, like she's very accessible to me and super helpful with like planning my degree plan and kind of exploring study abroad options and things after graduation. So I think Dr. Wen, she's my faculty advisor. She's been super great with the program thus far, and I'm only about like 2.5 months in. So she's been really great, and Dr. Lung too has been very helpful and resourceful as well. I would say take it at your own pace. I feel like for me, when I graduated undergrad, I really wanted to jump into a master's degree right away, and I think it being delayed for 3 years stressed me out a lot. And I've had like 3 different jobs since I graduated from undergrad, but I think the constant theme was always hospitality. And so it took me a while to get to that point where, okay, this is what I want to study, this is what I want to focus on. But I think everything works out for a reason, and I think we're always put exactly where we're meant to be, even if that takes some time. So I've had friends of mine too that are interested in getting their master's, but they're not exactly sure what. And I think the biggest piece of advice would be, yeah, like taking your time, taking it slow, of course, researching and talking to faculty and seeing if that's something you want to do, but it doesn't have to be right after graduation. It doesn't, everyone's on their own path, and it doesn't always look like what someone else's might look like, but I just think that's like the biggest reassurance I could give an incoming student.